into our next segment, and that's going to be Wins and Biggest Challenges. And we're going to go, there's several other people here from Tanglewood that I'm excited to introduce you to. And one of them is Nicole. Nicole, you had a win or a biggest challenge. Could you please share that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So this past month, I've really been working on my analytics and overcoming my analytics. And so my win is learning and accepting the unexpected. I'm learning how to roll with it and not get so stressed about it. So it's a big win for me. But my challenge still is seeing the big picture. I haven't made it too far in the analytics, but I'm probably at a 10,000 foot view, working on the 30,000.
Good for you. So what have you learned at the 10,000 you think that's helping?
My journal. I think doing my journal.
So the journal. So, and this is a journal you keep at home, or is this a journal that you keep with yourself on a regular basis?
Well, so what happens is a couple people at our company, Alan, Nancy, and a few others, we do a short 100-word journal for 180 days. Well, mine's 180.
Okay.
Everyone else. And we manage up and out to a group of people and get thoughts and feedback, sort of like a mini network, but we're all journaling and our thoughts that day and sort of stimulating our minds. And I just sit down for no more than 5-6 minutes. Whatever I can think of goes down on the paper, but it has to be 100 words. So it's building discipline. It's making me think on my feet. It's making me sort of get more concise.
So what would you say your biggest challenge is, Nicole? What do you see your biggest challenges in any area of your business or life?
It's definitely seeing the big picture.
Seeing the big picture. So this 100 words for 180 days is helping you do that.
It has. It's brought me up from a 5,000 to a 10,000 foot view. I was very, very analytic. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So how many days have you been on it?
I think today, when I put it out, it'll be day 27.
So wait, in 27 days, 100 words a day, and you've already gone from 5,000 to 10,000 feet.
Well, this is my second time journaling. The first time I did it for 30 days. Started to see a little bit, and then I stopped journaling because I hit my 30 days, and then noticed a going back into my habits, and then I started journaling again, and it's coming back.
Wow, that's amazing. I hope everybody's taking notes because that's outstanding. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. We have some other people, too. Carly's on with us from Tanglewood Conservatories as well. You have a win or biggest challenge? I understand you'd like to share one with us.
Sure. My challenges are kind of the same. My challenge is identifying and absorbing the tasks and responsibilities of exiting team members, and I have that as my win as well.
Wow. So what are you finding that's helping you overcome that or win in that area?
Just being forced into a situation, it forces you into looking at things differently, broadening your thoughts, not being so narrow-minded, so analytical.
Okay. So, Carly, what are you doing to not be so narrow-minded or overcome those thoughts that might be holding you back?
It's just as these opportunities have presented themselves, I've had to look differently. I'm not as familiar with them. And some of the same things that Nicole's doing with the journaling is helping me as well. The 100 words a day kind of makes you top grade your thoughts and your priorities.
Wow. So tell us a little bit more about how top grading your thoughts helping you overcome your biggest challenge.
When you're pressed with a lot of different tasks and responsibilities that you're not familiar with, you have to really narrow them down and focus on the ones that have the most impact and they're most important at that moment. So that's what I'm doing.
So how do you know that those are the most important? I mean, what do? You're writing down 100 words every day, just like Carly. Is that what you're doing?
I am. It's kind of based on the situation.
I'm sorry, just like Nicole. Okay.
Yeah, just like Nicole does.
All right. So you're doing that, and then would you say that in the writing down in the journal, is that helping you top grade your thought, which is may not be the first thought that comes out of your, because if it is, I need you to tell me. I need you to take over this whole thing. If you can do it with your first thought, that would be awesome. How many thoughts sometimes do you have to have in order to get your top graded thought?
Wow. I don't know if I can answer that.
2, 3, 4 times, and you got it, or is it more?
To have my top grade thought, as I start, I think as you start the process of when I start thinking about it, it just kind of, it's probably 3 or 4 versions of when I start it, and then it actually just flows.
Wow. So it takes you 2 or 3 to get going, maybe 4, but then it starts flowing. Maybe these top graded thoughts are coming pretty fast at that point, but then being able to see whatever challenges are coming and be able to apply that thought or that process or that perspective or that attitude on that. Is that what's happening?
I think so.
So if people are journaling 100 words a day, I'm seeing a theme here anyway. I didn't know that, but seeing a theme 100 words a day. How many days are you into your 100 words a day?
I think it's like 36. 30.
Okay. And then how many days do you have? Are you going to 100 days?
Just 100. That's our challenge. Yep.
Well, okay, so you're about a third of the way through it. You're about a third of the way through it, and you're finding in 2 or 3 or 4 thoughts that you get top graded thoughts that you're able to start applying to help you overcome your biggest challenge.
Yes.
Are you special in that, or can anybody do that, Carly?
Anybody can do that.
Anybody can do it. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mike, I understand he's also from Tanglewood, and he's going to be sharing with us today. Mike, I understand you got a winner biggest challenge as well.
Sure do.
Yeah? Can you get a little bit closer to the mic? I'm having a hard time hearing you, buddy.
All right. This better? Can you hear me now?
Can you get even closer?
Not without climbing in the machine. My win.
Okay, that's good. Start from there, Mike. We can hear you now.
Okay. My win is in going out and trying to meet architects. I was in an elevator and ended up meeting the principal of the firm that I was going to go drop off material to. So I began with an elevator speech. By the time I got to the 5th floor with it, I gained a foot into his door in 15 minutes of his time, which is really unusual when you haven't scheduled something. So that was a really good time to spend with him. I got to find out some of his biggest challenges, and so that was a win.
So you thoroughly did your elevator speech in an elevator.
Isn't that great?
That's pretty cool, Mike. Because I've heard of it being done, but I've never actually seen it done in an elevator. So that's outstanding. What do you think was the difference? Why do you think you got that entree into the principal's office and be able to speak for 15 minutes?
I think that he got intrigued by what I was offering. He saw me carrying books, asked me what they were, and we were headed in the same direction. I go, "You're probably the man I need to see. I've come to see you." And he goes, he's with that company, and I moved forward on it and talked about Tanglewood and what I was bringing to the table. And, he was kind enough to give me that 15 minutes.
That's great. So did you just work up this elevator speech on the spur of the moment?
I was not expecting to find anybody in the elevator, so certainly yes.
Okay. But did you prepare for it before you got there?
I would say yes. We're all prepared to walk in and talk about our company and what we can do and try to impress upon them that we're there to help them. And so that's where I took it.
Right. What are some of the questions that you ask people in this? What are some of the questions that you might ask that would kind of pull them in? Because obviously you're trying to attract profitable clients here. What are some of the questions you ask?
Well, I asked him about, have you used, done conservatories, pool houses, greenhouses. I asked him if in his structures he uses windows that we could provide. I tried to build a value to it early on.
Okay. Did you ask him anything like, what's your biggest challenge with your business?
We got into that too, and it turned out that he had just had to let go a crew in the field, so he's short-handed right now, and trying to find competent people.
And is there something that you might be able to do in your network? I don't know if you can or not, but is that at least you know what his biggest challenge is? Is that something that you might be able to help him with?
I do know somebody that I'm going to send him some information on and see if that might help him out.
That's huge. I appreciate you sharing that, Mike. It's interesting. And attracting profitable clients, sometimes we think, well, we want them to be profitable to us, but maybe what we need to be thinking about, I appreciate what you and what Carly and Nicole had shared, is that by changing the way we think, we want to become the person who's valuable to them, right? We want to be the valuable person. We want to bring profit to them and be able to ask them the kinds of questions that are going to help them solve their biggest challenge. And in so doing, we're going to be looked on differently as well. We're going to be looked on as a profitable client to them. So outstanding. Really appreciate it. Thanks again, Mike, Carly, Nicole. That's wonderful.